Have you ever pulled back from a woman hoping she'd finally miss you, only to be met with silence? Women don't miss the guy who chases, they miss the guy who triggers emotion. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how to flip that emotional switch in her brain and make her crave your presence when you're not around. Stick around, because what I share today will make her miss you without a single text. 1. Pull back with purpose. Most guys panic when a woman starts pulling away. They think, if I just show her how much I care, she'll come back. So they start texting more, calling more, and trying harder. But what they don't realize is that desperate energy pushes her even further away. Why? Because it destroys the very thing that made her interested in the first place: mystery. Mystery is powerful. When you're too available, too predictable, she stops wondering about you. And once a woman stops wondering, she stops feeling desire. See, desire lives in the unknown. It lives in the space between your presence and your absence. That's why if you truly want her to miss you, you need to pull back, but with purpose. This isn't about playing games or punishing her. It's about triggering a psychological reset. Disappear strategically. Make her feel your absence, not just physically, but emotionally. When you suddenly stop chasing, stop replying instantly, stop giving her all your attention, her mind starts filling in the gaps. Why isn't he texting? What is he doing? Does he even miss me? And that's where the magic happens. Her thoughts of you increase in your absence. But here's the key. Distance only works when it's felt emotionally, not forced logically. If you're just pretending to be busy but checking your phone every 2 seconds, it won't work. She has to feel that your energy has shifted. She needs to sense that you're no longer orbiting around her. That emotional space is what creates tension, and tension is the birthplace of longing. When she starts to feel that shift, she won't just miss your messages, she'll miss you. And when a woman starts to miss your presence, your vibe, your energy, that's when she comes back on her own. 2. Emotional imprinting. Absolutely. A woman won't miss you just because you're absent. Silence alone doesn't create longing, emotion does. What truly makes her miss you is the emotional fingerprint you leave behind. If the last time you were together felt unforgettable, if you made her laugh, feel seen, and experience a roller coaster of emotions, that moment becomes a memory she can't shake off. When a woman feels deeply in your presence, she begins to associate you with those powerful feelings. That's the secret. She doesn't miss you. She misses how she felt with you. Most guys try to impress women with words or gestures, but what sticks is emotional depth. When you tease her playfully, make her laugh unexpectedly, challenge her just enough, and then leave while things still feel amazing, you create a moment that stays open in her mind. It's like watching a movie that ends right before the climax. She doesn't get closure, and that lack of closure keeps her mind looping. Why did he leave then? What would have happened next? Why can't I stop thinking about him? That's the power of an open emotional loop. It drives curiosity, and curiosity drives obsession. The next time she sits alone, staring at her phone, it's not just boredom, it's her mind subconsciously craving that last emotional high. She checks your stories, remembers how you made her feel, wonders if you've moved on. And that right there is when the missing begins. So don't just disappear. Leave her with something unforgettable. Be the man who doesn't just spend time with her, but imprints something on her heart. Because once she starts replaying that memory over and over again, you're already winning. 3. The scarcity effect psychology. 1. We want what we can't have. It's human nature. When something is always available, we take it for granted. But the moment it becomes scarce, suddenly, we crave it. This is exactly how the scarcity effect works in attraction. The more a woman senses your presence at every moment, your constant texts, your quick replies, your predictable attention, the less value she assigns to it. Not because you're not good enough, but because you've removed the mystery. You've removed the chase. Now flip the script. Be unpredictable. Don't always text first. Let her wonder. Let her feel your absence. When you delay your replies, not out of game playing, but because you're genuinely living your life, you send a powerful subconscious message. My attention is earned, not given. This subtle shift changes everything. Your silence creates space. And in that space, she fills the gap with thoughts of you. She starts replaying memories, overanalyzing what you said, wondering why you're distant. That's the moment her emotional brain kicks in, not the logical one. When you become a little less available, you become more valuable. Because now, she sees you as a man with options, confidence, and purpose. A man who doesn't beg for attention, but naturally attracts it. So remember, attraction isn't built through pressure or over contact. It's built through tension, space, and the silent pull of mystery. When she doesn't have full access to you, you become the one thing her mind keeps going back to. That's the power of emotional scarcity. Use it wisely, and she'll miss you more than you can imagine. 4. Show growth in silence. When you go quiet, don't just disappear into thin air. Use that silence as fuel for your glow-up. Most guys think going no contact means doing nothing and waiting. But the truth is, silence only works when it's loud in the right way, when it speaks volumes about your progress, your growth, and your rising value. So while she's wondering where you went, you're out there living. Post stories of yourself hitting the gym, hanging with friends, leveling up your hustle, not to show off, but to show her you don't need her to move forward. This isn't about revenge or playing games. It's about reminding her of what she had and what she could be losing. Because when a woman sees that you're evolving without her, when she watches you becoming the best version of yourself and realizing your worth, it creates a subtle fear in her mind. A fear that maybe, just maybe, you're slipping away for good. That's when the missing begins. That's when she starts checking your stories more often, wondering if you're seeing someone new, wondering if she still has a place in your life. And then, just when you least expect it, you get that text. Hey, how have you been? That one little message that means one big thing. She noticed. She felt it. She misses you. And the best part? You didn't chase. You didn't beg. You let silence and self-growth do the talking. And that's how you win. Women miss the man who made her feel deeply, not the man who chased desperately. Use distance wisely. Be mysterious. And most importantly, make her emotional memory of you unforgettable. If you liked this, hit subscribe and drop a heart in the comments if you've ever tried to make someone miss you. Trust me, they will.